Baseball.
I'm not sure if we're in the dome or not. Well, I don't know if the dome's coming over the top of us yet or not. That makes sense.
Maybe put this out on Twitter. Whoa. Listen to my mic, cream dog. Let me tighten it up again. Testing 1, 2, 3.
You hear me?
I can.
Okay.
We had that spill accident the other night.
Let's make sure that doesn't happen again, Bink.
Hey, late tweeted, my friend.
The Facebook post is put out.
We'll start this pregame show in just a second. Josh Vernier will be joining us. All right, and we'll off. From Toronto at the Rogers Center, I'm Jay Binkley, along with Kramer Sansone. See if the Royals can battle back. Wasn't a good day for the Royals. A shutout for the first time this year last night. But tonight it'll be Brady Singer gets his second Major League start. He has won the fifth starter job for the virtual Mike Matheny. Brady Singer 0-0 with a 3.38. Pitched well. It was Brad Keller with back stiffness back on Monday night. Brady Singer got the start. Matter of fact, Brett Singer joined us in the YouTube chat box, which you can as well. Join us for every single game that we do. You can chat with us. But the Toronto Blue Jays 4-9 this year. Kansas City Royals 9-3. It'll be Trent Thornton 0-1 with the 12-1-5 this year for the virtual Toronto Blue Jays. Starting lineups presented by Wash Your Hands. Here's Toronto's lineup. First base, Rowdy Tellez. Third base, Vlad Guerrero Jr. will bat second. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. His shortstop will bat third. Teoscar Hernandez be in left field batting fourth. Bo Bichette, son of Dante Bichette, DH batting fifth. Randall Grichuk, the former Cardinal, in right field batting sixth. Reese McGuire, the catcher, no relation to Mark. Center field, Billy McKinney batting eighth. And his second base, Kevin Biggio, son of Craig Biggio. So three sons of Major League players and two Hall of Famers on the roster for the Toronto Blue Jays. Starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. Leading off, Whit Merrifield. He'll be at second base today for the struggling Nicky Lopez so far this season. Shortstop will be Adalberto Mondesi. He was the DH yesterday, back at shortstop today for the Royals. Moving up a slot, DH Jorge Soler batting third. Batting fourth is Salvador Perez, the catcher. Ryan O'Hearn at first base for the Royals today, batting fifth. Brett Phillips gets his first action of the year in right field for the simulated Royals. Third baseman, Maikel Franco, has been struggling at the plate, but will stay in the lineup today. It was Hunter Dozier playing third yesterday for Maikel Franco. In left field, Alex Gordon will bat eighth, his normal spot. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Bubba Starling, gets a chance to play for the Royals again today. The Royals lineup presented by the 435 Podcast Network, available at 610sports.com. Don't forget, every single game we do, you can watch on YouTube at 610 Sports Space KC. Now it's time to get our virtual Royals insider on the line. You know him as Josh Vernier, host of Vern's Hot Stove on Thursday nights, and of course our virtual insider the entire season. Good evening, Vern.
Good evening, Jay. How are you?
Hey, we're doing good at virtual Toronto. Is Kramer and I getting by up here? I tell you what, Vern, we talked about this before. Brady Singer has earned the fifth spot for the Royals. There was some talk on who's going to be the starter. He fills in for Brad Keller, who showed up with back stiffness on Monday. An emergency start for Brady Singer. Did a good enough job. Matter of fact, Vern, his dad even joined our YouTube chat box talking about Brady Singer. It was nice to have him in there. But Brady Singer, we're finally going to starter number 5 for the Royals.
See, my question is for virtual Nick Kenny, and what is the diagnosis for Brad Keller moving forward? Is this going to be an IL stint for the young right-hander?
It doesn't appear so, Vern. He's back in the lineup. It was just precaution. They gave us the option, and they gave, the virtual Mike Matheny the option to sit him down or to go ahead and start him, and we sat him down and started Brady Singer.
That's the smart move. Better safe than sorry with that valuable of an asset like Brad Keller. As far as Brady Singer is concerned, everything has turned up roses as far as the decision to put him on the opening day roster, and now reality is starting to mirror fantasy, as if and when the baseball season does indeed start, we have to imagine there'll be expanded rosters, which means there's no question Brady Singer's going to be on that team.
Interesting lineup tonight, Vern. We'll go through it with you. Nicky Lopez has been struggling at second base, gone ice cold, even according to the game. So what happens is Witt's moved to second base tonight. Bubba Starling in center field, and Brett Phillips is starting in right field for the ailing Hunter Dozier. Problems with that?
No. I mean, what's Hunter Dozier ailing with? Just struggles at the plate?
Struggles at the plate.
Wow. Okay. Just a day off, I would hope, for both of those young men, talking about Nicky and Hunter. Again, I'm not in favor of sending the message that one rough patch in April and you are now demoted to the bench. Give them a day off, clear their head. I'm all for it. If this is an elongated decision, I will have a few questions for Virtual Matheny.
Our Royals insider, Josh Vernier. And Josh, a question about real baseball for you real quick, non-virtual. It's the banner to bound discussion. I don't even want to talk about everybody in Phoenix and that area playing in 120-degree temperature, whatever it is. But what are your thoughts on doing the Grapefruit League and the Cactus League, a separate league, so you'd have the Royals intermingled with National League teams? I mean, there's so much to discuss, like use a DH or not, but what are your feelings on that?
Yeah, that's a good point about the DH. Look, whatever it takes to get baseball, nothing, as we've seen over the past week, there are no bad ideas when it comes to brainstorming, because both sides, the owners and the players right now, their main goal is get as much money out of this year as you can, because right now it appears that we're staring down just a sunken 2020, and I can't imagine either side will be able to stomach that.
Great stuff. Virtual insider for the Royals, Josh Vernier, joins us. Thanks a ton, Vern.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy the ball game. Now the Kansas City Royals tonight at 9-3 take on the Blue Jays at 4-9. One thing we've discussed during this game, Kramer, is the amount of great beards that the Kansas City Royals have. Ian Kennedy has, I think, the best. Trevor Rosenthal, a very nice beard. Jake Junis, a very nice beard. Ian Kennedy was on with Cody and Gold today. I strongly recommend going back and listening to that interview on demand at 610sports.com. This was Ian Kennedy's reaction when Cody Tapp asked him, does he have any advice for the beard of one Alex Gold?
I always encourage people to grow beards if they can grow a good one.
His looks pretty good.
I don't know. If they don't grow a good one, it doesn't matter. As long as you sport it like you got a good one, it doesn't matter. That's all that matters.
Yeah, mine's starting out of laziness.
But hey, that's how mine started. Now I haven't shaved in I don't know how long.
What did you say we have to start with?
What you got to start with, you got to get, as long as you get over the itchy part.
See, that's the problem I'm having right now, Ian.
Well, guys, just you can't cave. You just got to push through it, persevere right through that itch, and you'll be fine. You gotta line. All you gotta do is just keep lining it up. You're good.
There you go. There's beard advice from the closer that's actually leading simulated baseball in saves with 4. He did have the blown save on Monday, but he rebounded later on. So the Kansas City Royals dropping 1 against Toronto, but they played 4 series and they've won all 4 series thus far, Kramer.
Yeah, that's something that you don't need to be more concerned about. The Royals losing 1, that's their 3rd loss this season. They still have a chance to win the series. They try to we have to win the next 3 games. They could tie the series if they want to, since there's 4 games, but I'm not too concerned of how the Royals are playing right now.
Well, it's going to be a fun one. Some good pitching matchups this weekend, including Yun Ryu that Toronto signed in the offseason from the Dodgers, last year's National League ERA leader, will face the wins leader in simulated baseball, Danny Duffy, on Sunday. So looking forward to that. Without further ado, enjoy the game from Toronto and make sure you continue to chat with us online.
Close, do that, clear skies, boom, boom, boom. Bright.
Good evening, Marine. Nick Davies, Mike Stack, Sonny and Chad Forever.
Everybody's all joining us for
Look
this
at that,
lovely
on
weather,
fire, the top of the Royals lineup.
which is good. It'd be nice to see the bottom half of that lineup start to produce a little bit more, but we can't expect a little too much from them because they played so good. Their defense is still lights out and outstanding. So, say that at the plate it's not working for them, for the glove it will.
Which broadcast are we using? The regular one, or are we using MLB The Show?
They're using MLB The Show.
Welcome to the Toronto, Canada, the Rogers Center. What is the temperature in Toronto? Kramer, do you have that yet? We'll take a time temperature break brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red. You had me there for a second. Give me 1 second, I'll figure that out. It's 42 degrees outside if you step out right now. It's been a nice sunny day here. Yeah, it's nice, but it's still chilly. It's like how it is in a little bit just like Kansas City.
Trent Thornton on the mound for the Blue Jays. It's his third start of the year, but a 12.15 ERA. Last year 6-9 with a 4.84 in 29 starts. With bat will face, Whit Merrifield leading off for the Royals. 360 average, 3 home runs so far this season. Whit 16th in simulated baseball in the American League.
Forgot to take it off.
In home runs as Kramer adjusts the gameplay at this point.
1 second. For some reason, I forgot to turn off the controller part for it.
Oh, there you go. Kramer's going to go back. There you go.
Call time and get it going.
There we go. Good, nice job, Kramer. Nice job.
Pick it. I visualized what was going on, and I got it done.
Fired in at 94 miles an hour by Trent Thornton.
Now, if I was playing that and he threw a pitch like that to me, I would have hit a home run.
Kevin Biggio gets a start. He had a night off last night. This lineup is ice cold, only hitting 221 for the Blue Jays. But last night they took care of the Royals.
Maybe they should have kept that same lineup last night because they won. So I would have kept the lineup to see if we could ride it hot.
And a shutout to boot.
I was just pitching most of Tanner Roark and his stellar performance last night, going 8 innings. So I don't know. If I was the Blue Jays, I probably would have considered using last night's lineup.
And Whit'll pop that one up. Short right field. Here's the former Cardinal, Randall Grichuk, making the catch.
Grichuk hit a bomb yesterday. It was a good one. It was nice to see.
In your simulated game?
Yep, in my simulated game. It seems like Grichuk was always hitting home runs no matter what in the MLB The Show, but not in the real life.
Here's the red-hot Adalberto Mondesi. Got the day off in the field yesterday. Coming back from that injury this year, so he wasn't at shortstop yesterday, but he was the DH for the boys in blue. Hard to take him out of the lineup. One of the top stolen base guys in the American League.
And one of the best hitters in the league as well.
That's right. Monty 12th in simulated American League in hitting. Monty takes that one at 93, 1-1.
Nick Davies is watching in Olathe. Good for you.
Welcome to Friday Night Baseball.
Oh, we're trying to surprise.
1-2 now.
Look at that pace of play. A foul ball went back right into the batter's box, and now the pitch is going underway.
And Monty's going to pop that one out to Rowdy Tellez, first baseman for the Blue Jays, for out number 2. Tanner Roark was the pitcher last night. Man, was he fantastic.
He was on one at 7 strikeouts, threw over 100 pitches. I think he had 104 pitches to be exact.
Went 8 innings.
Went 8 innings. He probably could have went all 9 with the run support they've had, but it was smart to just, throw it over to the bullpen in the 9th.
Here's Jorge Soler, third in the American League in home runs this year. Moved up in the lineup to third tonight. Changed lineup for Virtual Matheny. Jorge Soler is going to hit that one, but that'll be right to Vlad Guerrero Jr.
That's popped a mile in the sky.
Base. Oh, that did. We'll check the date now as we go, Kramer. Brought to you by our apple company again, Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
What day is it?
So it is the 10th of April. I had to almost through the...
What day is it?
It is Friday.
Thank you, Kramer.
Friday night.
There we go. Brady Singer gets his second start. He'd been in the bullpen for the Virtual Royals this season. Had to start, though, on Monday night. Surprise start. Brad Keller had back stiffness, but you will see him pitch this weekend. Brad Keller actually goes tomorrow against Matt Shoemaker, Blue Jays. Royals in town Monday, back at the K against the White Sox, and they'll play the Baltimore Orioles next weekend at home. Short road trip.
You know what's odd to think? first baseman's leading off in a game. I know the Cubs did it with Anthony Rizzo last year.
And Joe Madden, Joe Madden
I'm
all the time.
I'm not a big fan of because he had that with and who was their first baseman for Tampa Bay? It wasn't before Carlos Pena, after Carlos Pena. I think it was James Loney. He batted leadoff for him when he was there. Yeah, James Loney batted lead. I don't understand the batting leadoff. Your first baseman should be there for power.
The analytical decision.
I don't understand it, but it makes sense with a guy like Rizzo because he's going to crowd the plate and get on base by getting hit or even getting a hit for himself.
Rowdy Tellez has struggled this year. You see the wine in front of us there. Vine Cellars of Kansas City Wine Company.
Go ahead and point at it so which one they know which one it is.
Vineyard Variety Pack, KCWineco.com, and we have a delicious Miller Lite, brought to you by our friends at Miller Lite. Also, the sign behind us, brought to you by Miller Lite. Vine Coolers, KC Wine Company. And the hats are Miller Lite. Miller Lite Royals hats.
I have not got to try the variety pack yet, but I do know, as there's a hit right there, that the frozen sangria is calling my name after this show. It's calling my name.
Well, there's a hit right there, so you see why Rowdy Tellez, even with his average, pays off for Montoya.
He's ahead in the count. Singer was 1-2, and try to throw it outside, kept more part of the plate, so it was a good hit by Tellez. I'll see what the Singer can do with Vlad Guerrero Jr. up.
Two Hall of Famer sons playing in today's game. Vlad Guerrero Jr. hitting .217 with 2 home runs, and Kevin Biggio.
St. Louis defeated Chicago tonight. Tellez is on the run. They had a hit and run going. I don't see Tellez being a stolen base type threat, even if he has Salvi behind the plate.
Charlie Montoya playing this aggressive halfway through a rebuild, but they did sign Ryu in the offseason. Here, Maikel Franco over to Whit Merrifield to O'Hearn, 4-2.
That's what you need if you're Singer. You got to rely on that defense tonight, knowing you're going off from a 4-day rest. Even though most of the starting rotation for the Royals has been doing a 4-day rest rotation, so trying to get him in the mix. You know he's gonna have 5 days off the next. Well, 5 days till he'll be back. So I feel like the defense is going to have to be relied heavily upon tonight.
It's been the better defensive team ever since that we've been starting a virtual date more, but once again, putting a good defensive team on the field. It was Humberto Arteaga playing shortstop last night for the boys in blue. Whit Merrifield in there from center field tonight. Brady Singer. Be nice to have his dad back in the chat box like we did the first time he pitched.
Maybe Brady's watching.
Maybe he is.
We'll find out if the game's still going on.
94 miles an hour for the rookie Brady Singer out of the University of Florida.
We appreciate all you taking your time on your Friday night to watch some Royals simulated baseball.
Fires that in at 86 miles an hour off speed for Brady Singer. Works fast. 96 miles an hour, just a little bit outside. And Singer's going to get a strikeout on that one. Chases it. Brady Singer gets through the inning. Brady Singer
gets his own little highlight package to boot with it.
Working on 4 days rest. This guy's doing everything that they've asked. And Sal Perez leading off. Don't forget the chip game. You get 2 chances to call a home run, and that's it. So far in the season, Kramer and I tied at 2. The red-hot Salvador Perez, 13th in the league in hits. Really warmed up after the first road trip when the Royals got back to Kauffman Stadium.
I agree, and they're just getting underneath the ball today. That's the 3rd pop-up in the infield.
Sal Perez is going to pop that up a mile high for out number 1.
I don't know what type of pitches Thornton's throwing.
9 pitches for Thornton so far with 4 outs.
Very impressive showing for him starting off. Just getting the pop-ups in the infield. That's the sad part.
There's O'Hearn, who's really been battling with Ryan McBroom this year. We saw McBroom play last night on his birthday. Gets the pinch hit for Ryan O'Hearn. But
0-1.
Also, just now reading the question about Sonny and Chad Furr about RBI baseball. I do not know about that with RBI. I feel like there's not an option because of how good. I'm not saying it's a poorly made game, but it's just not a great game. But good luck finding or figuring that out with the simulation part. And he had 2 strikeouts on his starting this season.
Initial start. 95 miles an hour for Thornton there.
I was trying to figure out the word. It just spaced my mind, Bink.
The often jovial Kramer Sansone, a.k.a. the Cream Dog. Rarely funny.
Just kidding. Oh, I looked like I was about to be fair.
Ryan O'Hearn battling all the way, but spring training at 343 led the Royals in home runs. Not carrying over to the regular season thus far. Vlad Guerrero Jr. on the shift for the Blue Jays.
Another pop-up, too, in the infield. That's the fourth pop-up in a row.
He's getting ball to pop up, not a ground ball pitcher.
No. That's a good thing for the Royals. That means you know the ball's going to be up in the zone. I just needed this fix your slot angle. And this.
Broom hit 300 against righties last year in the majors.
It's true.
We'll see if he'll play this weekend.
Got Brett Phillips.
Here's Brett Phillips making his first at bat for the Royals this year. 18 home runs when he was sitting down in Omaha last year. Brett Phillips with some speed. Not only that, fantastic arm in the outfield.
So on top of that. I do like the lineup, though, tonight by the Royals. I really do. Seeing
like
Brett Phillips in there here, also Bubba Starlin.
And hopefully Maikel Franco can turn things around.
Oh, I don't know about that pitch, Bink. That thing looked like it was outside.
And Brett's not happy. Trent Thornton cruising through this game. Royals bat struggling again 2 nights in a row. Hernandez, Bichette, Grichuk for the Blue Jays.
Not like you said his last name.
What?
I don't know. My mind just.
Grichuk.
No.
Grichuk.
No, Bobichette.
Bichette.
That's not what I thought I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Oh, Kramer.
Good thing we're on YouTube, Bink.
I didn't say anything bad.
I know you didn't. I know you didn't.
I suppose.
It is.
Royals leading this division 8-6. Cleveland on the trail of the Royals 8-6. 2 games back. The White Sox and the Royals will face at Kauffman Stadium on Monday. 3 games back at 6-6 as they've turned their season around. Since the Royals won 2 of 3 in the opening series. Cleveland leading Tampa Bay 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 count for Singer. And should be O'Hearn taking care of himself. For out number 1 in the second for the rookie Brady Singer.
The designated hitter. Good. Yes.
Here comes Bobichette. The hair looking fantastic. Some would call that the Canadian passport.
Canadian passport.
Business in front, party in back.
I like it. Bobichette rocks that really well. Especially simulated.
Wish I could.
You gotta try, Bing.
Bobichette's going to hit it right to Whit Merrifield over to O'Hearn out number 2. An efficient 20 pitches for Brady Singer thus far.
He knows he has to work quick, or he doesn't just rely. Just throw the pitch in there. If it's a strike, let him hit it. Have him get the out on the defense. That's why they're there. It's not a one-man show. That's what you're seeing. It's a team right there.
It's a team, Kramer. Always a team. And Singer fires that one 87 miles an hour. The Royals defense. 30 Sean's on beer number 7.
Yikes.
I love the effort, Sean.
That's good.
Friday night baseball. Sitting in his garage drinking beer. Baseball beer that's going to fly out to Brett Phillips, who's going to be there for out number 3. 23 pitches through 2 for Brady Singer. Maikel Franco, Alex Gordon, Bubba Starling for the Royals.
Both pitchers are working really quick. They're trying to at least give it a chance for the offense to do something. Their defense is relying on them so far that we've seen. I don't see any hiccups coming for the Royals anytime soon. It doesn't matter who it is out there for the Royals. They're just defensive savvy, even on their bench. That's what it's loaded about.
We've seen some bad defense this year from the opponents,
especially for the Tigers.
And Franco's going to hit it right to his counterpart, Vlad Guerrero Jr. Franco's still looking for that hit. He's so hot early in the season, but he's struggled so far.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has seen a lot of action this game, too. Pop-ups and that liner right to him. And they're working that area. That's a thing, too. The Royals are hitting the ball. They're hitting at people.
Yeah, more contact tonight than last night against Tanner Roar.
I agree.
Here's Alex Gordon. Chopping that bubble gum. Squeezing that bat. Alex Gordon, one of the hottest hitters early in the season. Back in his normal spot.
Back down to 8.
Just like Virtual Matheny said. Yeah. Actually, the real one said it. If it ain't broke, go fix it.
I agree, Binkley.
Yeah, it's going to be outside. 3-0 count now for Alex Gordon. Bubba Starling on deck.
Haven't done so. Make sure you subscribe. Like this video. Let's get to 10 likes here real quick. And don't forget to turn on notifications. Do you know why if you turn on notifications, Bink, you know what happens?
You can find out exactly when the game's on.
Exactly.
Games will be 1 o'clock each day, Saturday and Sunday. Dirty Sean has his wife in the garage listening while she talks to her mother. Stay home, stay safe. Hashtags on both. His wife is Allison, I believe?
Yes.
What do you got?
It's a walk for Gordon.
Gordon's back on first. Hit by 2 pitches this year.
Anytime he gets hit by a pitch, what do you do, Drink?
Drink. The Alex Gordon hit by pitch drinking game. Happy Friday, Zach.
I figure what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight, man. Remember we used to play the Wheel of Whatever?
Wheel of Whatever. Wheel of Whatever in the candy bar game. Here comes Bubba Starling, pride of Gardner Edgerton. For the Kansas City, right.
Oh, there.
To the Blue Jays, that'll be 2. Just 26 pitches through 3 for Thornton. This Blue Jays pitching staff has looked fantastic. Thus far, the Blue Jays playing much better defense tonight than last night.
I want to say just to jinx it, but there's a no-hitter going right now.
Yeah, you can jinx it.
I'm jinxing it right now. I'm making sure it's jinxed.
The Blue Jays are throwing a no-hitter.
They are throwing a no-hitter, Bink.
Wow, how about that? We both jinxed it.
Will that counter jinx it then?
No.
Okay, good.
No. Reese McGuire, the batter, the catcher for the Blue Jays. No relation to Mark.
Kind of cool if it was.
It would be cool.
He's not here to talk about the past.
And gets away with it. That doesn't matter. Brady Singer, only 1 hit allowed so far this game.
You're jam-packed like a can of sardines here at the Rogers Center. I'm actually very surprised we're packed here.
It's Friday Night Baseball.
Friday Night Baseball, the Royals are in town. Yeah, the red-hot Royals are in town.
Beat the Blue Jays in the playoffs at 85-15. And Reese McGuire will connect with Whit Merrifield. Over to O'Hearn. Out number 1. Told cheese is melted. I had a grilled cheese I made today as well, Kramer. I went back to Old Trusty.
You know what?
Cheese, pepperonis, and jalapenos.
I actually might have that tonight. It's not thinking
really
about it. I can make. I have all the ingredients.
A little bit of spice. Get that crunch by going on the
jalapenos I got from the store. I feel like they were like habanero jalapenos.
That's right. You got the.
Those are so.
You need to buy a jar of like just a Hy-Vee kind or whatever, just so it's not something hot.
Yeah, it was.
The garden ones are hotter than hell. If you ever grow your own jalapenos, which I've done.
I bet they are, Ben.
Here's the best thing to do when you have hot jalapenos. And I don't know if you're a Bloody Mary fan.
No, I'm not a big Bloody Mary.
Well, I used to take my vodka, put it in like a separate bottle, put the jalapenos in the vodka.
I'll have to soak that
up.
Get
that vodka taste. I had some 360 vodka not too long ago. There's Ace. I had the barbecue vodka.
Barbecue.
That tastes really good in the Bloody Mary.
Son, I don't think a barbecue vodka tastes that great. That's just me. You know what does taste great? Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. From our friends at Miller Lite. 95 miles an hour per Singer. I need to get some bacon. Little bacon strips in the jalapeno in the Bloody Mary.
You know, do wrap bacon around jalapenos and cream cheese.
Why don't you bring that in tomorrow, Kramer, for a nice treat for us both?
I don't have bacon.
That makes 2 of us. Brady Singer looks in, gets.
I do have jalapeno. I don't have the cream cheese either.
That makes 2 of us.
Got the jalapenos though.
I got those too.
Let's just bring like a griddle in
And,
here.
of course,
We
Dirty
could-
Sean
we could
has
just-
jalapenos. He grows them.
We could just griddle stuff in here while the game's going.
That's what we'd be doing if this was in my house.
I got 2-1 the count.
I mean, if things have to come to worse, we might have to do that at some point there.
Ice cold Miller Lite on a Friday night for friends in Miller Lite. Dirty Sean grows jalapeno. They're not ready yet,
I got
though.
count 2 and 2.
Tomatoes and stuff, you won't get those till midsummer. Been hot, but it's been cold lately. Like tomorrow's going to be freezing a couple game times. So
It's supposed to snow on the Sunday.
there's
Well,
Whit
flurry.
Merrifield over to Mondi to Ahern, out number 3. 33 pitches through 3 for Brady Singer.
Both the pitchers are dealing right now.
He's dealing right along.
Pace of play is actually very quick right now. It's only
In the
6:30.
third, we're in the fourth. It's Friday night, Kramer.
Granted-
It's beer to be drunk. Although the way this game's going, we could be here for a while.
It's very true.
The fifth series for the Royals, the White Sox, Tigers, and the Mariners, and the Detroit. A lot of familiar opponents for the Royals.
I can't wait till we go to
Go to
that
the AL
Baltimore
East.
trip. We're going to see no fans in that stadium.
Actually, they're coming to Kansas City.
Yeah, they're going to Kansas City, but then
Yeah.
we travel to them
Yeah.
for that 10-game road stint
big
later
road
on this
trip.
month.
At the ball. 2-0.
Whit Merrifield's been so good this year.
Yeah, Witt's been amazing. Witt and Mondesi, I feel like they're just going to push themselves every single game to outdo each other.
Top 4 hitters in the lineup have been on fire.
As they have.
They should be hitting in this game. Trent Thornton's not been good this
No.
year. He's 0-1 with a 12.15 this year.
He's already walked one. As in Gordon, he might walk the second.
Never faced the Royals. Second-year player.
I think Witt and Mondesi need to do a game of horse, like kind of like the Larry Bird, Michael Jordan thing, or Magic Johnson. What was it that Larry Bird, the horse thing game? Was it Magic or was it Michael Jordan in that commercial?
Oh, I don't remember, Kramer.
It's one of those two, but they need to do that with Witt and Mondi.
Breaking news. Zach is out of salsa.
Uh-oh.
Out of salsa? How in the hell do you run out of salsa, Zach? That's the question.
Well, you eat all of it, Pink.
Throw some salsa on that grilled cheese as well, brother.
I'm trying to think if I have salsa still.
Nick Davies pointing out that Quick Trip is open.
Do they have salsa at Quick Trip?
Probably. They get everything.
They don't have roller dogs anymore. Ooh, that thing's launched out to right
And
field.
Monty
Get out, ball.
drops
Get
that to right field, and that will be caught. Here's the thing. I've always said, if you had no clothes, nothing, and you had to pick 2 stores to survive on for a full year, what would they be?
2 stores?
2 stores. Only go to 2. But you got to think about clothes. You got to think about car care. You got to think about You got to carry. You got to live a year on 2 stores. What do you pick?
You got Walmart for one,
I would pick that as well. You can take care of your eyes and your car.
and give me what's a good pizza
82
joint?
miles an hour for Thornton.
What's a good pizza?
All
joint?
of them.
It's true. And
I
give
can
me
eat pizza every day.
give me
by the
some
way.
pizza joint, and I'll be all set.
I'm going Quick Trip in Walmart because you got to have fuel for your vehicle. And you can eat there and do a lot
I
of
don't-
things at Quick
I
Trip.
don't-
But I would go Quick Trip in Walmart.
That's the thing. I don't plan on leaving the Walmart if
Down 1-1.
I'm going to have the pizza deliver it to Walmart that I'm at. I'm just going to stay at Walmart. I mean,
Okay.
got all
Hey,
the,
you, Kramer.
I don't need to do anything with my car.
Jorge Soler is going to get on pace.
Hey, the no-hitter's off.
The no-hitter's over.
Let's go.
All right. We've seen a couple of these last night. Or last night we saw a no-hitter going for Montgomery as well through 1-4.
4-4, yep.
Had a lot of walks. But what's the no-hitter
We got
with a
a-
bunch of walks? Where do you
we got-
stand on
we got
that?
a
Like, you walk
Costco-
5 players and throw a no-hitter. Did you really throw a no-hitter?
No, you didn't. Manigan says he'd go for Costco and Aldi. That's not a bad two.
It's not a bad choice.
We're not paying for anything, right, while we're there?
Yeah, of course, but you gotta just survive, man. You can buy clothes, you can buy your underwear, you can do all that
Where
at
am
Walmart.
I getting all this money at, though?
Just pretend like I'm giving you. God, you're difficult, Kramer.
No, I'm
You
more.
are so difficult with hypotheticals. I'm just asking you hypothetically, and you have all these damn questions.
I'm just a realist, Bink. Just a realist.
God, you frustrate me. Son I never had. Kramer,
Son, you never won either, probably.
never want you either. Gladly give you back. Pain in my ass. You're like a Hemingway. Last night we got to see Kramer's attempted a beard as he stepped in front of the camera. His mustache.
Gardner Minshew over here.
The YouTube people did not like your mustache, Kramer.
Apparently, Heidi White had a better mustache.
Oh, it's going to bounce off of Thornton. 2 ducks on the pond for the Royals.
Safe. Salvi beat that out, too.
Barely. Barely.
Yeah, apparently, Heidi Watney has a better mustache than me. He's not looking too good.
Yeah, Thornton shaking up on the play. Boy, this will be big for Toronto. He's pitched well tonight. He's waving off Montoya. Wants to stay in this game. Reese McGuire checking on the catcher.
You know, put Chip down right here, Ryan O'Hearn.
And Ryan O'Hearn looking for a 3-run home run right there.
That was a good pitch.
Hitting 200. That Mendoza line staring right at Ryan O'Hearn.
Chip is confirmed to be down.
Chip is down for the Cream Dog. At Kramer Talks. The pride of St. Joe, Missouri. Cream Dog. Northwest Missouri State and played baseball. He wasn't very good, but he still played.
Mannigan's, I was going to keep going. So he works at Costco, so he has the unlimited supply of money for his.
And O'Hearn's going to get the strikeout. They have to consider McBroom again. O'Hearn needs to start hitting.
Well, so is McBroom. McBroom has been ice cold as well.
He's still hitting 375 runners in scoring position now.
We'll have to.
It's all situational.
We'll just have to reassess after this game with Mike Matheny. Well, virtual Mike Matheny.
Here's Rowdy Tellez, the leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays. Got a single on first.
Nope, that's inside.
And the Royals will shift this towards the right. There's the shift you don't like, Kramer.
It doesn't work. He went through the shift last time.
It worked fine the other night.
He went through the shift. Literally, the shift has not officially worked at all at this entire simulation this season. It has not. We have all the games on tape.
You make a good point, Kramer.
You can go back and watch them all. Actually, if you all missed a few games, like that's going to drop. Big, that's going to drop.
This is another example of the shift not working. Rowdy Tellez on for the second time tonight. Gordon will fire that one in the third. He'll fire to Mondi, actually.
Tony Bink.
Double for Tellez.
He's beat the shift twice this game.
His second double of the season.
If you're a left-handed batter, that's what you need to do, to shift that way.
Perfect hitting by Rowdy Tellez. Not to mention he's got a great name. Zach Johnson calls it a stupid shift.
I agree.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1. Round out the first inning.
I like how we're talking about it, and it just completely proves me right.
Not many things prove you right, Kramer. Tonight you're actually right.
It's true. Vlad
Blind squirrels fighting their nuts.
Luckily, I have 4 eyes. We'll try on that in the Nanigans. Good
Off
number.
the plate, ball
1-1 count. Singer's velocity on point like it has been all year. Mid-90s. Brady was in the bullpen earlier for the Royals this year. Spot start on Monday at the K. Brad Keller, he earned that 5th spot in the rotation. So far looking good. Has that ERA 3.68 this year. Vlad Guerrero's sending that one to the stands.
And Vladdy hasn't really played well at all this season. Like a 2.12.
Defensively, he's been good.
Couple home runs in the season too.
3 ball.
Maybe full count now for Singer.
The batter Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on deck. That's the only strikeout Singer has is against him.
And that'll drop in for a hit from Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Runner's coming home.
Brett Phillips in that arm. No. Cut off by Whit Merrifield. Brett Phillips can fire that in at 100 miles an hour.
So do
One of
you?
the best outfielders in the game at throwing runners out.
So being through a managerial mindset, would this be the time that you would want to at least get somebody at least a little bit loose in the bullpen, maybe knowing that Singer is on a short rest?
Yeah, I'd consider it because runs are a premium. The Royals just can't get any in Toronto. Left the offense in America.
It literally didn't come off the plane. Like it just stayed on there.
Royals at 9-3, but the Indians on their heels. 2 games back at 8-6. Salvador Perez will calm down Brady Singer. Not his fault with the shift, though, to be honest with you.
Not his fault at all. Oh, just by the glove.
That was going to be 2, and Toronto will score. The bats are still in custom, according to Zach. Blame it on Canada. Teoscar Hernandez, one of the best names in baseball. Crame Oscar. Crame Oscar Sansone. Crame Dog. All bark and no bite. Who's on the mound for Toronto? This is Trent Thornton from Toronto tonight. Tanner Roark, former A and Red, on the mound yesterday.
No, that's down.
1-1 count for Singer. Looking for his first out of the 4th inning. His pitch count's getting up to 47. And a swing and miss. 1-2 count now. 42 degrees in Toronto tonight. The roof is closed. Royals on their 2nd road trip of the year. And it's going to drop for a hit again. Been a good 4th inning for Brady.
Now, with no runner scoring on that, thinking that there was going to be an out in that play, which is nice to get the ball in quickly like the Royals did with Phillips.
So what do you do here? You got no outs, strikeout, then you're looking for the double play. Got to be in strikeout mode.
You got to be strikeout mode. It's the thing of Bo Bichette, who's been, he hasn't been completely tearing the cover off the ball this season, but he's still able to get those timely hits. But you have to go for the strikeout, or if it's just like a little weak ground ball, get the out at home.
1-0 count for Singer.
But you have to get an out with this batter.
2-0 here. Still nobody warming up for the virtual Royals. Rookie Brady Singer. He's seen adversity this year, but he's come right through it. And it's going to drop in for a strike for Singer. 2-1. There's Barlow, and once again Jorge Lopez.
It's always Barlow.
Big fan, or his biggest fan is Mike Matheny. And Ian Kennedy stands and watches like he likes to do.
It's always them two getting up first. They probably race each other.
Kevin McCarthy's been called out for the virtual Royals.
Yep, hopefully we see him tonight.
Could see old mac and cheese.
As that corresponding move, the Royals sent down. Who'd they send down? Sent down Holland.
Randy Rosario.
No, it was Holland.
It was Holland, too. And Randy Rosario was the corresponding move for
Adalberto.
Alberto Arteaga. We've seen a lot of Jorge Lopez.
I bet we'll see Barlow.
Virtual Matheny likes him.
Tyrell agrees with me as well.
And this will be a full count here again for Bo Bichette. Sweetest looking mullets in North America.
Oh,
and he'll walk in a run.
Rough.
Still no outs for Brady Singer here in the 4th. 2-0 Blue Jays. Blue Jays came in struggling. 4-9 this season. It's the 9-3 Royals. First time this season the Royals have really seen adversity. Here's a pitching change for the virtual Mike Matheny. These pitching changes brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
Brady Singer walks off the mound. Not his performance. He was cruising through 3 innings.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes Scott Barlow making his 2nd appearance this season for the Royals. Got a 0 ERA. Pitched 1 2/3 inning for the boys in blue.
Barlow.
Walk in facing bases loaded. Not a prime situation here. No outs, bases loaded for Barlow. Of course, they're Singers, runners. And Barlow fired that one in for a ball. 1-0 count, but it was 95 miles an hour.
Now Barlow's going to come on in, get that strikeout, and get that double play. Maybe if you get that double play, it'll be okay. One runner might score unless it's a going to home plate to first base type of double play, which I would not mind seeing one of those at all. But they have to get it out. They need to get it out here. And Grichuk swinging a hot stick. Even hit a 3-run home run yesterday.
He is red hot. And it's going to be low 2-0 count.
But you have to find the strike zone if you are Barlow. You got to.
And that'll be a strike at 83 miles an hour off speed there. For Barlow. 2-1 count.
I wouldn't go there one too many times in that position where that pitch ended up. The hanging breaking ball.
Right in his wheelhouse. Oh! That's going to be foul.
Actually,
Gordon couldn't quite get there.
That might work in their favor if they strike out Grichuk in this spot.
2-2 count. That's what they're looking for. Looking for the strikeout to set up the double play. Keep this game manageable. Another foul ball. 2-2 count. Friday Night Baseball. Jay Binkley, Kramer, Sansone.
I'm not going to lie, I do not know what they're talking about. Manigans, Nick, and Zach are talking about right now with all the stuff going on in the YouTube chat box.
Never know.
Hey, G-Man's back in the chat.
They've become quick friends so far. They've provided an outlet for their shenanigans.
There we go.
And that's exactly what Barlow was looking for. Strikeout number 1 for Scott Barlow. Can he get out of this inning with a double play?
Number 10.
Don't forget, Kramer and I hope to meet you all at the K later this season.
Yes.
We can have some hot dogs and some cold beer from our friends at Miller Lite.
Oh, exports from Canada.
And
Okay.
if you're in the wine, some chillers, Vine Coolers, KCWineCompany.com.
0-1's the count.
Shout out from Ozark, Missouri.
I miss me. Yeah,
Shout
I
out,
miss
Ozark,
those.
man.
He's also asked Brandon Finnegan, should the Royals bring him back?
Be negative, Ghost Rider.
I agree with you on that. His time has come.
And that'll be
On the
O'Hearn
Tag him
to
out.
win.
Get him out. Got him.
Oh, that is exactly what Scott Barlow had in mind. That's our player of the game at this point. Comes in, bases loaded.
Yeah, O'Hearn over there looking.
Still a sparkling 0 ERA for Scott Barlow.
That's good.
Maybe more Barlow and less Lopez.
That's true.
Virtual Matheny.
Singer, he's probably one happy camper knowing no one else scored.
Are you kidding me? Those were his runners. There's Heidi Watney, which usually means the Royals hit. So if you're placing chips, now's a good time to do it.
So we have Phillips, Franco, and Gordon this inning.
I don't know why MLB The Show continues to show hitters in the batter's box. Aren't hitting.
I found a glitch in the game last night while playing it.
I saw you tweet it.
Yeah, they did.
They get back to you?
They never got back to me, but I want to make sure they know it. If you want me to tell you the situation a little bit later, I can.
Kramer's found a glitch.
I mean, it didn't work in my favor. I ended up losing the game. But I was up 2-0 at that time.
Brett Phillips making his debut tonight for the boys in blue. Facing the red-hot Trent Thornton. 46 pitches through 5. In 5.
Singer has to put up Barlow's tab at the bar tonight. Nice.
And Phillips will pop that up. Reese McGuire will make the play. Out number 1.
The bats really did not make it off the plane at all.
The third baseman, number 7.
They're not doing what the Royals have done this entire season. They haven't been working the count. They've been aggressive.
They have been. And Thornton's been on top of them tonight, just like Tanner Roark was last night. Good pitching for the Blue Jays so far. White Sox and Minnesota tied at 0s. Both teams playing better baseball. Twins are still last in the division at 5-8, but they sit 4.5 games back from the boys in blue.
That's a ball.
And Frank will take that 1-1. Been ice cold as of late.
Yeah, the bottom half of this order has been ice cold as of late. Adding to that.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be bothering the Blue Jays.
Ball two.
He'll take that one. 2-1 count.
Shenanigans can go for some peanuts right now.
Franco needs a hit.
When you're watching a game at the ballpark, the peanut vendor guys goes on. He'll like one of the Royals vendor guys will just launch it from like 100 yards out, and he'll get it right on the dime. Do you think that guy probably played baseball there?
Absolutely. I always like to. That's what I like about Texas Roadhouse. You can throw your shells on the floor. Used to do that in college, man. Jim Bob's Steakhouse in Joplin, Missouri.
That Whiskey Creek up in St. Joe.
Yeah, I like throwing the peanut shells on the floor. You know.
And you step on them, hear that crack.
Oh yeah.
It's a good noise. It's a good sound.
They can be slick. Nick's got some ice cold beer. Ice cold beer? Ice cold beer?
There you go, Michael.
Michael gets on board. He needed that one.
That starts
One
something
away,
new.
and 1 on for the Royals. What's that?
You're the start of something new, Bink.
Start of something good.
The left fielder.
Let's get it started.
Gordon.
Good piece of hitting there by Franco.
Sent that one right back to
Got the
him.
night off yesterday.
Pizza Breath, I'm not going to finish your last name, so he'll take an ice cold beer. I'm not finishing that. What's that?
Neither one of us have played chip
That's a
yet.
ball.
I put one down on a Hearn earlier.
Oh, that's right, you did. Sucker's born every minute, Kramer.
I've been born for 23 years.
Uh-huh. Like I said. "23 years ago, you were a sucker.
True. Wasn't my choice.
Sucker's born every minute. 23 years ago, one was born. Hey, Gordon hit that right back to Thornton.
Beat that out.
4-1 and 2. Trent Thornton.
Just dealing, man.
There is the Jays mascot that they've had 3 different names for. Ace is the current name, we think. Either that. Odd-looking mascot.
Leading up for Toronto, the center fielder, Billy McKinney.
Billy McKinney's second appearance, 1 for 1 tonight. Samuel a third.
Yeah, he had the night off last night.
And, what just worked? Whit Merrifield to Ryan O'Hearn.
1 out of 30 attempts so far. this
What
season.
just worked, Kramer?
Kevin
Shift.
Biggio.
Kevin Biggio struggling this year at the plate. 143. He does have power.
What if the Major League Baseball this year resorted to the wiffle ball stuff like what Trevor Bauer did?
I love wiffle ball, man.
What's fun?
Home run derby. Used to play in the front of the house all the time.
1-1.
And like you hit one level like above the garage. So, you know, it's a base on like a double. You hit above that, it's a home run.
That's ball two.
Played many hours with it. My friend had all the helmets, the batting helmets next door. So
Oh,
they put on,
sweet.
we'd be different teams. And when I'm a grown man, I'm not talking when I was a kid.
Ball
Oh, yeah.
extra time.
I was a grown man.
There was a school in St. Joe called Lindbergh, and it's like a
Yeah.
6-7 story building. So that would make that off like there's like a little pit area to make that the home run area. But it's easy for a left-handed batter
Yeah.
to just hit it up there.
Yeah.
It always sucked when we hit on top of the school. When I hit on top of the school, it sucked.
Now batting.
You can't get it.
You always had tape on it, though, because you always crush them. But when you start putting that tape on there, you can hit them so much
Oh
further.
yeah. But strikeout happened, I believe there.
Rowdy Tellez, who's been red hot tonight for the Blue Jays. That stupid mascot.
No,
again.
actually, a walk. My bad. It's a walk. Too busy telling my story.
It's all right. It's a good story, Conley. Said no one.
No, he's safe.
Hey, over 100 comments. Thank you, everybody. Only 13 lights. It's a little low. It's a little, you know, we forgot to. I forgot to do. Well,
What'd you forget?
There's nothing.
0-1.
There's nothing to check. It's his stats. There's really nothing to check.
Oh, it's stats, yeah. That's not a good night.
No.
There's no stats to speak of.
I can tell you right now, the only hits by the Royals are Franco, Salvador Perez, and Jorge Soler. Boom, stats are done. Singer's only thrown up to.
I already used all my stat book. I used this in 2018 when I was Royals Insider for a while.
You've resorted to how I'm doing my stats.
Now I've got the notebook. Oh, that was a little bit inside for Barlow. Backing Tellez off the plate.
Hope you're all enjoying your Friday night. Friday evening, because it's still not even night yet.
Twilight. It's almost 7 o'clock.
It's in dusk hour.
An hour later here in Toronto.
Think what ballparks have you been to in your lifetime?
The Bushes, Astrodome, back when it was the Astrodome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cincinnati Riverfront, or not Riverfront, but the Great American. It's his strikeout there for Barlow. That's my favorite one, Great American in Cincinnati. Was there for the 15 All-Star game?
Remember you telling me that?
Todd Frazier won the home
And
run
of course,
derby.
Kaufman is.
Well, Kaufman's my ultimate favorite. In Minnesota, went to the Humpty Dome. What was the Humpty Dome? City Field, where the Mets play.
Oh, yeah, you were there
And
for the World
Great
Series.
American in Chicago. Or Guaranteed Rate.
Which one? Wait, what?
Guaranteed Rate in Chicago.
Oh, the White Sox.
The White Sox. Where the Royals clinched in 14.
Ah, gotcha. I've been.
Yes, this is in Toronto, so it's no Buck Night here.
Yeah, no Buck Night. I wish.
Take it up with the Canadians.
He's good.
I've been to both of the Bushes. Old, well, not new Turner Field, but old Turner Field, the one that was built in '96.
I've been that one too, the original. It was 37 degrees in Atlanta that night. It was the
Jeez.
third game of the season, and I didn't have any like sweatshirt or anything because I didn't bring it to Georgia.
That's cold for
The
Georgia.
old Turner Field, that's another one.
Been to
Oh, in
Kaufman.
the Trop. I've been in the Trop in
The
Tampa.
Trop? I think I've been outside the Trop.
And Salvador Perez, Sheriff
Oh,
Sal,
he's
throw to
out.
second. Easy out. We've seen Sal Perez do that all season long.
Put the gun back in the holster.
Scott Barlow fires it in, but a nice throw by
tag.
Salvador Perez to Whit Merrifield.
Also went to Fenway.
Nice. Never been to Fenway. Always wanted to. I want to sit on the above the Green Monster.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was so much fun.
Actually, when you go there, you can walk up towards it, but you can't go in that section. There's a security there.
Oh, really?
Yep. So you can like look on the side of it, but that's I wouldn't say I found that out the hard way, but I mean when we tried to walk up there, that's what happened.
I've been on Yankee. It's Yankee Avenue, right? Where the ballpark is.
Mhm.
I went one time we were in Boston, and last time I was there, and Paul Revere's house is right there, like Paul Revere's childhood house.
Bubba
right
gets
there.
a hit.
And there we go, Royals in business. So Paul Revere's house, went to the Great North Church, and I had to take a leak. And I went into a bar, took a leak, come out, see a gold plate, because everything's on plates out there when the house is made on. The oldest bar in America.
Oh wow.
So I had to order a beer from the oldest bar in
You
America.
had to. You had
Lost
to.
the story for me.
Wish I would have known that. I think I seen Paul Revere's house. I don't know.
It's right there, his childhood house, Paul Revere.
We did the entire scenic type of historical thing, which is pretty sick.
A lot of history in Boston.
A lot of fake history too.
Harbor there where the Tea Party was. American Revolution.
Actually, our hotel is on the harbor. Well, by the
Oh,
harbor.
really?
Yeah, so it's pretty sick.
One ball, two strikes to count.
I want to buy an RV, man. Just travel the country
Yeah,
with this things.
Hey, just
I'm
like
watching a hell of a lot of RV shows.
do the thing with Minshew.
Yeah, they got a show called Buying RVs. I've watched a lot of that lately.
Think you know I will go with you on your journey. That's gonna get down.
That's going to
Bubba's
drop
gotta
again.
go
The Royals with some business at this point.
Bubba's gonna be on third base, right? And he is good.
Hey, man, at first and third, a lot of speed on the base pass for the Royals.
All right, hey, have a good one, G-Man.
Northfield continues his hot streak. Bubba will make it over the third. Here comes Mondi, one of the best hitters in the league. Comes in tonight, 12th. Followed by Sal Perez, but 0 for 2 tonight. Flat with pop out. DH yesterday for the boys in blue. Kind of give him some rest. 1 for 6 so far in the series.
I think he flat out the warning track in his last at bat. Do you think he might see some pop from Mondi?
6th inning. When my chip's going to go down. But
This
not
is
here.
the Sonic Slam inning if we were back at Kaufman.
I still got time. Got some outs to go. Chip will be played. And a hack for
Ball,
Mondesi.
one strike.
Batting from the left-hand side tonight. Switch hitting Adalberto Mondesi.
Oh, that's it.
And right through the middle, that's going to score Starling. Chip on hit and run with an RBI. And that's going to be Montoya walking to the mound.
Jorge.
And that's going to be it for Tyler Thornton. Gets a hand on the shoulder. He pitched so well going into this inning. He's going to stay in the game.
No, he thought he has
Chip down.
chip down on the. Yeah, that's a good chip placement.
And no, it's not. And it's going to be double play for Toronto. Still 2-1 Royals.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador.
There's a double chip. Back-to-back chips.
Putting chip on Salvi.
Back-to-back chips. See Rowdy Tellez, the first baseman. Three home runs and such for Salvi. Tied with Whit Merrifield and Hunter Dozier. Second on the team, Soler with 5.
They're just swinging at the first pitch.
69 pitches through 6 for Thornton. Thought he was going to be replaced. It wasn't. Talked his way to stay in the game. And Sal Perez will hit that one to Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Throw me away, ball.
And out. But the Royals get on board. 2-1, Toronto.
They are not going to be shut out this game, baby.
There is no shutout.
No shutout, which is that's a moral victory if you are the Royals.
We don't count moral victories, Kramer.
Well, I know we don't. We count.
Attention, please.
Jay Stahlmont's coming in.
The Royals.
1-0 on the. Well, not
Number
1-0. He's got 1
63.
pitch on this one
John.
appearance.
2 appearances so far this year. He's been flirting around 100 miles an hour for the Royals. He'll face Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Leading up for the Jays, the third baseman.
Royals going with some different arms tonight.
Yes, they are. It's good to see some different change. We might see good old mac and cheese coming in.
Going with some heat.
Hopefully. Melissa, happy Friday, guys. Go Royals.
Nope. Outside.
Fridays are my jam from Pizza Breath.
Yeah, don't say that.
I'm not finishing it. I'm not finishing it, Pink. I know. The comment section knows.
And Vlad will pop that up. Brett Phillips should get there, and he does. 1-0. Josh Stahlmont.
2 pitches,
Now batting,
1 out.
shortstop,
I like my chances for the quick inning here.
Gurriel.
We are flying by, Binkley. The game hasn't even been going for an hour.
We are flying through, but you say that, and that's a jinx as well.
It's 2-1.
That's what you never say at the ballpark. The game's going fast because it always turns out to be slow.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Outside.
97 miles an hour for Stahlmont. Takes the ball there, outside.
That's true. That is a very good moral victory for KU if they score a touchdown down
2-0.
by 70 from Mondesi.
You know, I will give Kansas football a moral victory for playing Texas so well on the road. Because Kansas
That's true.
is one of the few places I would give the exception to a moral victory. Because that actually was, especially recruiting in that state. That'll fly out to Phillips as well. Out number 2 for Stahlmont. There's Kevin McCarthy warming up in the bullpen for the Royals.
The left fielder,
Phillips is
Teoscar.
helped 3 putouts out there in right field.
Teoscar Hernandez now the left fielder, 1 for 2, singled before.
Ball,
1-0 count. Josh Stahlmont loosens himself up. Gets the sign from Sal Perez. And 95 miles an hour.
1-1.
4-seamer there for Stahlmont as Sal Perez sets up on the inside.
Nope.
And low. 2-1 count.
That's It's a shift not working, Binkley.
It's a shift not working.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
that's going to hit the corner for a double.
Okay, so that actually might work. That probably worked out in the favor of
That
going
worked out in the favor.
double.
Teoscar Hernandez has been red hot tonight.
Yeah, he's been red hot tonight. He hasn't really can't say that so far before the series started, but he's hit the Royals well last night. As I go back to look at my notes, had
3 for 3.
Had a couple of hits last night.
Here comes Bichette, who will
Let's get foul.
be out. I mean, not out, but he'll have a foul.
He'll out,
Wish it was an out.
but not home run.
It's not. 0 for 1 tonight. Walk. Son of Dante.
Oh, 2 is the count.
Oh, beautiful pitch.
And the strikeout for Josh. Gets out of the inning. 2-1 still, Blue Jays.
Go to the top of the 7th.
That is true, Dirty Sean. He's the rep for the Royals. They're playing 3-inning games. And they're playing 29 games. They're playing all the other teams in the MLB The Show Challenge.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 45.
Thomas. No, this season. His 9th appearance for the Blue Jays.
Leading off for the
They're
Royals,
using him a lot. I wonder if he's been used by all 9 of their losses so far.
4-9.
You know, he comes in, they're
Makes
going to
his
lose.
9th appearance. Been in some rough ones for Toronto this year, and straight to Tellez, who will throw.
Got it.
Thomas out number 1. Ryan O'Hearn
the right fielder, number 14.
still looking for that hit.
Brad Keller.
Comes
Hey.
Brett Phillips looking to get things
That's the
going.
thing. I think most Royals are just looking for a hit.
Brett Phillips been active tonight on defense.
Yeah, very active out in right field. A good defensive, I wouldn't say a defensive replacement for Hunter Dozier. Just give Dozier the night off, night rest. He'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. So want to have Phillips out there patrol the outfield for a little bit, get some guys rested up.
He's looked good tonight. Let's get something started here from Boys in Blue.
It's good to put in this pitcher in this situation, having 2 lefties coming toward the bottom of the order for the Royals.
Royals came in hitting over 300 as a team to this game.
I like the goggles Brad Phillips is sporting.
You like those?
Oh, yeah.
That's in. Ball 2.
Yeah, that looked like a strike. Good thing it went our way, Bing.
2-2. And Phillips going to strike out there.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Michael Franco got a hit first time, or not, middle time up through the order. Been struggling this year, but got a hit from Boys in Blue. Take a strike there.
Yeah, hopefully that hits this starting something good for Franco. He needs to be patient a little bit more like he did his last at bat. Just get some good wood. Just get some good wood on that ball.
Rowdy Tellez there to make the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time
3,
for the
2,
traditional
1.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Royals. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
At the old ball game.
We got it in again.
Yeah, we got it. Hey, that's all that matters, Bing. It's like I was writing stuff down, and I was like, hey, it's 7th inning.
Glad you reminded me.
Oh, yeah. Nope, that does not count. Has to be a home run there, Zach Johnson. You only put chips on home runs.
Home run game.
That's why we call it the chip game. Home run chip game.
And Mondesi
But-
should get there for the Royals.
I'm not going to credit you for anything, but that was a good call. But there was no hit and run on the play, so you wouldn't have got the chip anyways.
Now batting, number 10.
Oh for 2 tonight for Reese McGuire.
I had Dirty Sean and Allison saying, "Take me out to the ball game."
Nice job, guys. 95 miles an hour.
Do you think most people who actually live stream all the game? I don't think nobody right now is streaming every single game for said team besides us.
No.
Even if they did do that, I don't think they're singing "Take me out to the ball game" during the seventh inning
They're
stretch.
only doing 3 innings.
Which it makes sense. But then it only takes about 45 minutes if you're playing a game online.
Yeah, the Royals have been so good in the later part of the inning.
I got the count. 1 and 2.
96 from Josh.
I kind of want to see what Brett Phillips is going to do with the lineup, though.
I do too. Wonder if he'll be in it.
You think he'll put himself in? He's probably looking at himself like, my hitting should be a lot better than this. If it's true.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
There's no other people that's sponsored by Red Delicious Apples besides us, Pink.
There's not.
Nope.
Because they don't exist.
Wait, you're serious? I'm joking. You know, a wise man once told me a blind squirrel usually finds a nut.
And that's usually you. But you don't find anything.
Now batting, the center fielder, Billy Mondesi.
In Toronto, looking ahead to that lead.
Royals Review,
Here in the
apparently.
seventh.
Royals Review on Twitter is streaming games, apparently.
Or were.
Or were, yeah.
1 and 0.
97 miles an hour for Stone. Which is the fastest pitch we've seen tonight. Billy McKinney, 1 for 2 tonight. Center fielder.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Starmont takes his hat off, puts it back on. Maybe he's going to be an opener this year for the Bulls.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he
Hey, he
might.
fires that one in 94 miles an hour, 2-1 count.
Or if they want to switch it up, have him start a game instead of Singer. Do a lot of options. The impressive thing, though, was back in the 4th inning where Barlow just got out of that bases loaded jam like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That-
Yeah.
That was huge.
Barlow has been big. Comes in, bases loaded, no outs. Man, 3-2 count, full count now for Brady Singer. Man, a little bit high, 96 miles an hour.
Walk
Josh
him.
is unhappy at that. Walks it. 2 on now, 1 out for the
he's-
boys in
I
blue.
think he's more than happy with himself, knowing that ball got away from him and still stayed up.
Too high.
Kevin.
Kevin Biggio really struggling at the pre. You get rest mode here, Kramer. Better touch the controller, thank you.
You know, it doesn't happen if we check the stats in the 5th inning. We don't really need to check stats. I mean, we don't really need to.
Not very crowded in the upper deck tonight.
We're packed like a can of sardines in here. Foul ball.
Being to be foul for Biggio.
Good block in the dirt.
First trap that. He's done that a lot this year.
There's a wall back there.
Cat-like quickness.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
Stallmont's been taking that head off a lot.
It's like, I don't know, it's kind of like not like a nervous twitch thing. Like,
Yeah.
I notice at times
I hope he's not
I'm
tipping
doing
his pitches.
something. Oh, yeah.
That one's in the dirt there.
The runner behind advance, though.
And Salprez will throw to third.
Nice.
And safe. That's on Josh.
I can see it being
Wild
like
pitch.
a rhythm
Number
type thing,
44.
Like just the hack of the hair back in line. Let's go. So, I mean, I always, even when you bat, you do the exact same thing.
Naughty Tellez, 2 for 3 tonight. Keenan hitting 191. Hot tonight. Boy, Stoutmont could use a strikeout here.
So you remember when Jim Thome used to point the bat back at the pitcher?
What a hitter he was.
Remember Ryan Howard's
Ball
little,
one, no strike.
line that thing
Yeah.
up right there?
Line it up.
Ryan Howard used to be so good.
Hey, 97 miles an hour for Stoutmont, 1-1.
That 2006 season where he hit 54 home runs.
He could crush it. Once again, the hat comes off. The Blue Jays aren't watching, but usually that means changeup. Blue Jays try to steal signs.
Ball 2.
Oh, and he changes it up.
Like
2-1
fastball.
count. Trash can banging. And
Yeah, you gotta throw that.
that'll go
Okay.
to Franco over to O'Hearn.
that throw was a little bit dicey.
Still gets the job done.
The Royals went down by 1.
2-1. Gordon, Starling, and Merrifield for the Royals.
Two of the boys.
Here in the 8th.
I mean, I feel like Gordon can get a single. Bubba can move him over. Witt can get a single. Game's
Your
tied up.
attention, please.
Comes Anthony Bass, making
Now
his 4th
pitching
appearance for
for
the Blue Jays this year.
Number 52.
1 1/3 innings.
Anthony.
Does not have an ERA.
That's being used 1 1/3 of him on 3 appearances. He must have just got out of innings for him.
The left fielder, number 4. Alex.
Gordon walked this game, 0 for 1, but it's hitting .319 yet, still, for the boys in blue.
Bottom half of this inning, I will post out the phone line for the post game.
Call into the postgame show. Let us know how you would have changed things up with the lineup, or
Anything, give us some ideas.
Virtual Mike Matheny's been on point with the pitching changes. Don't see any complaints there for Skip.
Nope.
You can criticize Kramer and I for this lineup.
I can criticize more of Bink.
So you always. Part of the front office. 1-2 for Gordon.
Well, it was a little
Childs and Font.
hectic hour trying to get things set up for myself. So I'm glad
That's right.
this was a good line. I think it still is a great lineup. So what? It's going to take them until the 8th inning to get things going. As long as they get the things going, that's all that matters.
They are not out of this one by far.
That's inside.
I still want to trade for Puig.
3-2.
And you don't need to trade him. You just got to sign him.
They're signing him. I still
all you
want to
gotta
sign Puig. Yeah, you don't need to trade for him. Free agent.
Let's see. Nick Davies bring up Bobby Witt Jr. I've mentioned that a few times,
It
but
might take a while. You got to go through the horn a little bit.
you might see it if we're still doing this in September. We might see it.
Ball 4. Take the base.
And Gordon walks again, his 2nd walk of the game. No outs. The Royals with the base runner.
The center fielder, number 11. Bubba.
You have Bubba Starling, who's 1 for 2 tonight. I'll let you all know a little secret that all the young studs that you know, the names that you know in AAA, they're all in the minor leagues. They're all in AAA right now.
Yeah, we moved him up. Moved Kyle Isbell up and Nick Heath,
You brought Bobby Witt Jr. from AA to AAA.
Bobby Wood Jr. And
Oh,
Bubba
Bubba's
laid down
on
a
bunt.
bunt. Tried to beat this out at first.
Oh!
And it was close at first.
Good.
Fances Gordon. Bubba made that close.
The batter, number 50.
Oh, he almost danced his way out of that one.
With Merrifield.
Wow,
That
Brady
was-
Singer playing with fire on that throw at first.
That was a little bit dicey.
It was Whit Merrifield. 358 average. 16th in the American League in hitting.
Well, Bink, so far what I've mentioned about get Alex Gordon on, move over Gordon, Witt's going to get a hit. It might
Whit
happen.
can easily score Gordon here the way he's hitting.
Exactly.
He's hitting all sides of the field.
Got a hit
Not
tonight.
to mention he's got 3 home runs this year, which some have come in clutch. He
Yeah.
especially hit a clutch home run in Chicago to start the season when the Royals started off on fire. Everybody's on their feet in Toronto except for the expensive seats.
And there's the hit, Bink.
There it is.
They're going to send Gordon.
Will Gordon go?
They will not send Gordon home.
And Gordon will go. That'd have been close, though.
It would have been.
Of course, that's always the big thing, argument. You send Gordon. I've had that argument a few times.
Mondesi.
Whit Merrifield, second hit of the night. Here comes Adalberto Mondesi. Keep in mind, anything hit to the infield, he can run it out. He's ran a couple out.
That's the thing. We do not want this, though, in the infield. We just need to get the run to get across. Sack fly would work amazing right now.
It's the magic of a switch hitter.
Some might say he's a smooth criminal.
0-1 count on Monday.
That ball looked like it was outside the zone, but that's just me. I'll take a drink of water on that.
Take a drink of water, Kringo. It's Water Break, brought to you by the 435 Podcast Network. We're on demand, where you can check out the Ian Kennedy interview that Cody and Gold had today. It's a fantastic interview.
Shoot, even all the Royals games so far are on demand on our YouTube page.
That's right. Every single Royals game on demand. Andy hacks it down.
It's not what the Royals needed in that situation.
It's not what they wanted.
You know, Binkley, I'm putting my chip down. My last chip, I'm putting it right now on Soler.
There you go. Chip is down for Kringo. Will anybody join him from the YouTube chat line? Appreciate y'all watching on this Friday night. 2 away. 2 away.
1-1.
Did I?
Slayer watched that one. Slayer's walked a lot this year.
Look at the 20 likes. We're sitting at 16.
I have 17 with me, but does it count?
No, doesn't. You're on the 610, aren't you, over there? Aren't you?
I'm on my own.
On your own.
2-0 count here to Slayer. 2-1 for the Royals. Salvador Perez waiting on deck if Slayer can get on.
Ball's going to be a strike down the middle. It's going to be a home run.
And that's just what Slayer was looking for.
He's trying to go Yahtzee, Bink. He's trying to go Yahtzee.
30 Sean has a chip on Slayer. Zach Johnson, a chip as well. A lot of people going with you.
Going with me on this.
And Slayer's going to watch that one. 3-1 count for Jorge. Hip, hip.
Jorge.
Hip, hip.
Jorge.
Hip, hip.
Jorge.
Man, he'll take that one in. Full count now for Jorge Soler. Probably will be swinging in this situation against Bass.
He should be. He needs to be swinging in this situation.
Now everybody's on their feet. And it's going to be a walk. Sal Perez will come up with the bases loaded. The Royals trailing by 1 here in the 8th.
Even though I put the chip down, same with Zach Johnson and Dirty Sean. That was a win for us. Bases are loaded. Now let's see what Salvi can do with a new pitcher.
Pitching change. Wilmer Font comes in. This pitching change is brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red. Christian in Provo, Utah, watching tonight.
Nice. Thank you for watching. Here comes Salvador Perez.
Jared has a chip on Salvi. Welcome back, Jared.
95 miles an hour. Takes it for a ball. Salvador Perez, one of the best hitters in the American League, getting 13th.
Dirty Sean putting his chip on Salvi.
Smart play. It's been 3 over 4, right? Who was your other one?
Dozier.
Both of mine have been on Salvi. You've had one on Salvi, one on Dozier.
Yep. Dozier was the last home game of the last series.
Here we go. Salvador Perez, who rarely walks. 2-0 in the count.
This is a situation where Salvi's going to put one up the middle.
So much anticipation.
Another ball.
3-0 now for Salvador Perez at 96 miles an hour. Will Toronto walk in the tying run?
Now, if I'm Salvi in the situation, I'm not swinging. I'm taking 100%.
Of course. And he'll take that one for a strike at 95 miles an hour.
It's that pitch right there.
Four-seamer, my best.
That's more of for the batters. Prove it. Prove it to me that you can throw a strike.
And Salvador Perez should score somebody here.
Nope.
Or nope. Going to be the third out of the inning. Thought I could have stuck over his head, but I was virtually wrong.
Yeah, you're virtually wrong, Pink.
It's all right. 2-1. Here comes Kevin McCarthy, a.k.a. Mackey and Cheese. Wasn't in the on the roster at the beginning of the year, but he is now. Kevin McCarthy, this pitching change brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
McCarthy will face Vlad Guerrero Jr.
The third baseman.
Last year, McCarthy split some time with AAA
Guerrero Jr.
with the Royals. And mac and cheese.
We had a question if they can text. Now, there's no text line, but if you want to keep commenting, and that's how we'll read those
Use
comments.
this line here.
So if you do not want to call, you can keep on texting or messaging on the YouTube channel.
Tim Hill up in the bullpen. Ian Kennedy looks on. He stands up almost the whole game, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's on his toes.
Great interview, though, Kevin McCarthy.
Got a shiny old head, too.
This is a new addition by McCarthy last year. Once again, a fantastic beard. Kind of a theme this year for the Royals. A lot of facial hair.
Oh, ball right back
And
to him.
that'll squeeze right by McCarthy. And the Blue Jays had a leadoff runner on.
Now batting.
Tonight, Guerrero. What if I'd be doing?
Got a couple hits.
913-744-3864 is the post-game calling line. Grab yourself a cold Miller Lite, Kramer. Our friends at Miller Lite. Thank you for the nice signed Miller Lite, the beer, and the hats.
Yeah, thank you.
Cold Miller Lite and baseball on a Friday night.
Ball 2.
And McCarthy falls down 2-0. And McCarthy gets that one in for a strike at 91 miles an hour.
Ball, that's out.
3-1 count. Teoscar Hernandez waits. And McCarthy will bring this to a full count. That's gonna go to Mondesi, excuse me.
Oh, right on the line too. I thought it hit the ground.
First out of the
Now
inning.
batting.
Big catch there for Adalberto Mondesi.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Comes Teoscar Hernandez. 2 for 3 today, a double and a single. Brings that average 234. This Blue Jays team hitting 221 as a team before the series started. Facing Kevin McCarthy. Mac and cheese.
Ball, down.
And Brett Phillips will be right there. Brett Phillips been very active tonight in Rainfield.
He has been. It's good to see his legs are still nimble, if you want to call it that way. He's still being able to. He may not be producing at the plate, but he's at least producing as well.
Making his first appearance for the Virtual Royals. Same with Kevin McCarthy. Comes up. Randy Rosario went down. Virtual Royals insider Josh Bernier thinks we need to have a little more patience. Kramer and I don't have any patience.
Wait, patience for what?
Players, let them struggle a little bit, you know? We want to win.
Oh, just give him a day off.
And McCarthy gets a strike there. 1-2 to count.
I'm more in favor of the day off situation. You're more in favor of the benching situation.
Hey, the short fuse.
Oh, that is
Bo
crushed.
Bichette.
Has that ball landed yet?
Yes. McCarthy looks on. A 2-run shot by Bo Bichette. 4-1. Blue Jays here in the 8th.
Yikes.
In the son of Dante. Slaps hands with the son of Vlad Guerrero. Bo Bichette got all of that one.
He knew it too.
And McCarthy upset with himself now. 4-1 Blue Jays. 2 away.
Number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk. 0 for 3 tonight.
Oh, that's inside.
1-1 count for McCarthy. 2 away. Comfort food. Mac and cheese. I told you I like my mac and cheese with a little buffalo sauce and some bacon bits, Kramer.
Made some mac and cheese last night with some pork chops and had a drizzle of the barbecue sauce from Sweet down
drizzle?
Gates.
How fancy is that?
Very fancy.
A light drizzle?
Oh, light drizzle. And you mix it up? Oh.
1 o'clock, Jared, for the games this weekend. Brad Keller and Danny Duffy up tap for the Royals. Kramer does it right, says Zach. He likes the drizzle. And right away from the outstretched glove, Whit Merrifield. 1 on for the Blue Jays.
The batter, number 10.
Not good. Good outing for McCarthy for his start of the year, but I mean it's just one appearance.
Fires that one in.
He'll come back. He'll come back again tomorrow, or say later on this week, and he'll fire right back.
To the catcher, Reese McGuire. Kevin McCarthy, one of my favorite players on the team. 1-1 count.
Bo Bichette did launch that one.
Bo Bichette got a hold of that one. 82 miles an hour, 1-2 count for McCarthy.
I didn't
Wipe the sweat.
I didn't know CC's was still around. Mac and cheese pizza.
Oh, it's.
Did you ever have that?
I have.
I never had it.
Had it at Toppers once. I've had it Old Shiny Pizza.
Oh, that's some good pizza.
It really is.
That cracker crust. Oh.
They have a crab rangoon pizza.
I think I know what I know.
I had it in Iowa.
I know what I'm eating tonight, dude.
Fong's Pizza, Des Moines, Iowa, on a beer trail.
Oh, another hit.
Chipped that one. He went low for that one. 2 on now for McCarthy. Royals a couple more chances in this game.
Now batting,
Add
center
you.
fielder, Billy.
I like the
okay.
the cheeseburger pizza at Old Shiny Pizza. Partial to that.
Your attention, please. Now,
What's your PSN, Dirty Sean?
Here's
You
Tim
put that in there, I'll
Hill.
grab it.
Tim Hill makes his 4th appearance for the Royals as Submariner.
Hill.
On the mound, this pitch exchange brought to you by Red Delicious Apples. They're delicious.
And they're red.
You guys are making me hungry, chat line. Tim Hill going with the Michael Franco sauce.
Ball.
And Tim Hill will fire that one down. Tim Hill's got a lot more work lately for the virtual Matheny. Seen a few pitching changes tonight for the Royals. Kevin McCarthy not able to get out of the inning. Vern will grab that one, but it'll be foul. One-two count.
This is a good situation putting the left-handed Hill against left-handed McKinney.
Remember, he's got to stay in for 3 batters if they need him, or he can get out of the inning. And he'll get that one for a strike.
I think the Royals will get out of the inning. I don't think they're going to need 3 batters for Hill.
No.
And they can do what they please in the bottom half of the ninth because you know the Royals are going to come back.
Well, he's got 2 on. And that was a little bit low, 2-2 count. And a
Strike him
strikeout
out.
for Tim Hill. Strikes out Billy McKinney, but it was Bo Bichette with the big home run for the Blue Jays. StatCast is not working on home runs tonight.
No, they're not.
I'm going to estimate that one at 415.
I'm going to say 390. It was weak sauce.
Ken Giles makes his 5th appearance for the Blue Jays.
No, it is a safe situation for him.
Still in the 8th, or at top of the 9th.
Leading
Ryan
off for the
O'Hearn.
Royals.
0 for 3 tonight.
Number 66.
We can get it off the schneid here.
Lost track of innings for a second, Kramer. Bad job by me. 98 miles.
Terrible job by you being. Not joking.
0-1 count, 98 miles an hour. The fastest pitch we've seen tonight. Ryan O'Hearn battling.
Have you used your last chip? Yeah, you have. Your
I've
last
used
chip.
both of them. Used them back to back. Cleveland up 1-0 on Tampa. Plesac at the start. And O'Hearn. O'Hearn really looking for that hit.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here comes Brett Phillips.
Evan Leonard's in here.
Hello, Evan.
We got
Don't forget to subscribe.
Steven Tucker.
7:34, 7:36 back in Kansas City.
It's 8:36 here in Toronto.
Cold and 42 in Toronto.
It's dropped a little bit, Bink. It's actually 40 degrees outside.
It's 40 now in Toronto.
Yes.
Kramer. 0 for 3 for Brett Phillips. Seen a lot of action in right field. And Brett will take that one for a foul. 0-2 for Brett Phillips.
I think Brett's kind of worked himself into another day for him in the lineup with just his glove to stand out.
He's got that magic arm as well. And he'll take that one. Inside, 97 miles an hour. 1-2 now.
Apparently, if we get to 25 likes, Mananigans is going to get a Alex Gordon virtual jersey.
Nice. And Phillips.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Here comes Franco, who's been struggling. Does have a hit tonight, but two-seam fastball in at 97 miles an hour.
1 for 3.
And the Royals down to their final batter. Unless he has some magic. 1 run for the Royals north of the border so far in 2 games. And Franco will swing at that one.
Franco just needs to clear his mind, have some good contact, and hopefully find a hole.
And Franco will lift that one that should be caught. Billy McKinney's there. Game is over. 4-1 for the Blue Jays. The Royals dropped the first 2. They came in run hot into Toronto, but the Blue Jays improved to 5-9. The Royals will fall to 9-4. Keep in mind, the Indians on their tails at 8-6. Just 2 games back. The White Sox 3 games back. 6-6. Lead their game tonight. Royals will see the White Sox in Kansas City when they return after Toronto. Brad Keller on the mound tomorrow for the Royals against Matt Shoemaker. But once again, Kramer, no offense for the Royals. Don't forget our postgame. Call 913-744-3864.
It was not the bats that were expected to see by the Royals so far this season. Yes, we've granted they've gone through 12 games already. This is the 13th game of the season. Now we're starting to see some things catch up to it. Maybe the sleeping schedule, maybe the flight to Toronto is what's made the big difference for them. But
kind of a rough flight.
They are not hitting it particularly well. But they did have 7 hits.
Bo Bichette gets player of the game. 1 for 3 with a home run. They kind of put this game away. But Trent Thornton was fantastic tonight, going 6 innings.
50 minutes.
For the Raiders, the Royals box score. Whit Merrifield, 2 more hits tonight, hitting 370 on the season. Whit continues his tear. The only Royal to hit more than 1 hit. Mondesi got a hit, Soler added 1, and Salvador Perez. And Maikel Franco finally got that hit. His average to 186. Mondi gets his 10th RBI of the season, second on the team, follows Jorge Soler in his 13. But we saw Brady Singer, second major league start tonight. He only goes 3 innings, gives up 6 hits, but he was working on 4 days rest. He did step in for Brad Keller on Monday back in Kansas City when he had back tightness. Scott Barlow comes in and was fantastic. 2 innings of work for Barlow. In fact, he comes in with the bases jacked. Still got out of the inning. Josh Salmont, we saw him for 2 innings, gives up 2 hits. McCarthy, 2/3 of an inning, roughed up though. 2 earned runs for him, and then Tim Hill comes in for 1/3 of an inning. Here are the highlights on tonight's game. Don't forget our phone line, 913-744-3864. Don't forget this weekend's games, even though you'll see the schedule at 2 o'clock and at noon. They will both take place at 1 o'clock. That's the way things work. With the virtual Royals, game times at night are normally at 6 o'clock. They're always at 6 o'clock, except for the first couple opening day games that the Royals had. And the weekend games are at 1. 913-744-3864. Who do we have, Kramer?
We have Irish from Raytown.
Irish from Raytown on the line. What's up, Irish?
Hey, fellas, how's it going? That was a good game. It was close at first there, but, gosh, that 2-run homer at the end just really wrecked it for us there.
Yeah, the bats have gone cold. We've seen the bats so hot this year for the Royals, and I don't know what it is about Canada. They're just not hitting.
Yeah, I know. 1 run in 2 games, that's not looking good. I'm sure we can get it turned around, and we're especially going to need to coming up here in the next stretch. But, still a nice start, 9-4. But, man, that's a couple games that we should have picked up there.
Yeah, they faced good pitching. The Royals have played 4 series so far, and they've won them all. They have a chance to even this one up. They can't win this series, but they can even it up for sure. Thanks for calling, Irish.
All right, fellas, you take it easy.
There's Irish in Raytown. Give us a call. That'll open up a phone line for you at 913-744-3864 as we watch Bichette's homer to left ended up going 410 feet. I said 415.
You did.
You said 390. I was the closest.
But I won the prices right.
But I did go over.
You did win over. I was right there, Binkley.
Back-to-back calls for theirs. That's right. Irish in Raytown, a very loyal listener.
Yeah, it's just right now the Royals. They had the chance to at least tie the series. You're not going to win the series at all. Just know that. So that's out the window. So just.
But a tied series will still work. It's the second road trip of the year for the Boys in Blue.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like it's a big downer, but you have to at least pick up 1 game here against Toronto.
Brent Phillips got to start tonight for the Royals. Played well in right field. Wasn't that great at the plate. But the pitching for Toronto with Trent Thornton tonight going 6 innings. It was 8 innings last night for Tanner Roark. Tomorrow we'll see Brad Keller, who's got 2 wins on the season.
Yes, Nick Davies, this is the Jason Ketz hotline. Feel free to call if you want to and talk with us.
We did steal Jason Ketz's phone for our phone line, but he will not complain.
No, he will not complain at all. It gives him a little more of publicity. I don't know. It's whatever you want to call it. But in the night, the Royals are just going to pick it up tomorrow, act like nothing's happened. I mean, you can't act like fully nothing happened because they lost, but you at least know that you got 1 run to this game. Now let's open the floodgates tomorrow. Well,
this lineup has definitely been switched around for the virtual Matheny. The good news is the Royals had a 2-game lead on Cleveland going into the night.
I'm trying to think, did the Cleveland win tonight?
Cleveland was winning. Last time we checked, we're an hour ahead, so
there's still a chance that the Royals they're going to be in first place.
But they're going to be in first place regardless.
Just so we know, the Royals are still in first place. If you all were wondering,
Keller and Duffy, pitchers remaining for the Royals. Then we get back to Kansas City, you'll see Jacob Junis once again making the start for the Boys in Blue. But last night was about Tanner Roark, and tonight about Trent Thornton. Here's Here's Bo Bichette's homer, 410 feet. This really put the game out of place. A 2-1 game going late for the Royals.
Second
until Bichette touched up Kevin McCarthy.
Yes, yeah. And you just got to know that tomorrow they're going to be swinging the sticks once again. They've actually swung the bat really well this series, since they haven't done that all this year. So you got to think with Brad Keller on the mound, he's going to shut them down.
Big Baby, who is a lifetime 2-1 with a 5.49 against the Blue Jays, against Matt Shoemaker. He's 0-3 with a 9.41 and 5 career starts against the Royals. Any final thoughts from you, Kramer?
Have some good night's sleep tonight. Come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we'll have this coming right for you. And the Royals are just going to win. Thanks for watching tonight on YouTube, 610 Sports KC. Don't forget to subscribe. For Kramer Sansone, I'm Jay Binkley, saying good night.